Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. I wasn't going to do another video, but today is Sunday, and it's actually like 8 o'clock at night. And this morning, I went to the local flea market that I go to every Sunday here in Bellmore, New York. And I got another incredible haul, which I'm going to show you right here for nothing, for next to nothing. Got some great stuff. But the reason why I wanted to do a video right away is I want to tell you a story about what happened today at the flea market. It really touched me, and perhaps some of you could relate, and made me sad, but in a nice way. So my son is 30 years old, and when my son was a little kid, I don't know how old, but less than 10, from the time that he was a little tiny kid, I always included him and would take him to the record stores that I still go to, as well as the record shows like in Massapequa that I go to and other ones. So everybody knew my son Michael since he was a little kid, and I would buy him CDs. So I started seriously collecting when I was 10. Michael beats that. He must have been, I don't know, 7 or 8, and Michael's got thousands of CDs like me. Anyway, now he's a man. He's 30 years old, and he moved out, and I don't see him quite as often, and I miss him. So when I go to the flea market, I'm by myself, and a lot of the flea market vendors are like, hey, where's Michael? Where's Michael? We miss him. So, it's touching because it's a wonderful thing to have a hobby that you could share with somebody, especially a family member. I spent umpteen hours growing up with Michael, with a shared hobby, and it just didn't get any better than that. And that's one of the great things about music is you could share it. Now, he loves a lot of the music that I like, but of course he's younger, he's 30, so there's a lot of music he likes that I don't care for, but that's not the point. We grew up together, and I took him to concerts and all of that. Anyway, I'm at the flea market today, and there's a vendor that's always there, and he's like a junk man. He just sells a lot of junk. But today, for some reason, he just had boxes of vinyl and boxes of CDs, and not common stuff at all, and the stuff was all mint. But the point of this is that I wanted to get to the boxes of the CDs, and there was an elderly gentleman there, and this guy had to be like 80, maybe older, and he was just having the greatest time going through the CDs. But he was doing it really well. He wasn't like annoying, he was just having the greatest time. But he had his daughter with him. His daughter was probably my age. I'm 61. She had to be late 50s, 60. And she was with him, next to him. And they were going through the boxes of CDs together. And she was saying, Dad, what do you think of this? And Dad, and Dad. And it was so wonderful that I just had to watch this, and it made me think of my son that I have with him when I see him, and certainly had with him for decades. And they still had it when the father is now 80-something, and she's got to be like 60-something. And it was just wonderful. And then he noticed that I was watching, and I was waiting to get to one of the boxes that he was going through. And he looked up, he says, do you want to see this? And I'm like, no, you take your time. I love watching you. And he kind of gave me a face. He says, nah, come on over. So I start going through a box next to him. He moved over. It's like 3 boxes of CDs. And I said, so thanks to one of the viewers, and I'm not sure who it is. So David, if it's you, don't be upset. I don't remember who said it, but somebody had said in one of my videos, you got to get into John Prine. I know who he is, but I never had a John Prine album. And they were like, you got to get into John Prine. Well, in this box, there must have been, I kid you not, there must have been 15 John Prine albums. And all the CDs are $1 a piece. And if you buy multiples, he just throws them in. So I said to this elder gentleman and the daughter, and I said, do you guys know anything about John Prine? They're like, oh, he's fantastic. Do you not know him? I'm like, nah, I need help. I want to try him out, but I don't know what CDs to get here. So they said, well, you got to get the first CD, and they didn't have that. That's the one that I know he's sitting on like a haystack or something like that. But they helped me pick out the John Prine albums that I'm going to show you that I bought. And I controlled myself. I think I only bought like 5 or 6. I could have bought like 20. But the point is, music is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful sharing thing. And one thing, and maybe the best thing that I enjoy about my own channel is, the regular viewers and even the new viewers who write, and I get to write back to them. And sometimes you write to each other, which is wonderful, because that's what my goal is, to turn people onto music, but so you could turn me onto music, like John Prine and somebody else. Ron Sexsmith, I bought a CD and I'm in love with it. Somebody told me to get. So, turning each other on respectfully and, not always agreeing, and that's perfect because music is all opinion. But that was my story that I wanted to share. And hopefully, you've had that experience. But also, if you don't, music is really, a personal thing anyway. Even if you shop with somebody, you like what you like and they like what they like. So it's just something I wanted to mention. All right, without further ado, let's check out today's haul. So in almost all, actually, everything I bought was from this one guy, except for one thing. So there was a guy there, it was interesting. He had all of these sealed Who CDs, these like authorized, not bootlegs because they sold them at the shows, I guess. So this is the Who live and on the 2002 tour, and he had a ton of these. They're all sealed and they were $5 a piece, and I guess they're double CDs, maybe the triples. I'm not even sure. I didn't open it, but I got this one, Wantor, New York, which is Long Island, which is where I live. That's Jones Beach. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good. So that was one purchase I got today. That was separate. That was $5. That's the most I paid. Everything else here was one. No, I'm lying. There was one other one I got. Let me show you this one. This was a different vendor. And check this out. How cool is this thing? Now, I love U2. And this is a bootleg box. And it's called Salome, the Achtung Baby Outtakes. Looks like that. And this is a three disc set, all on silver. And it didn't tell me what the track listings was. So when I came home, I looked it up and I actually printed out what's on here. And it's a huge write-up. And apparently this is like the motherlode, the holy grail of U2 bootlegs. How they made Achtung Baby, and apparently these tapes, they sent them to Brian Eno and they got stolen. So this is what it looks like. And this 3 CD set, that's silver, I found at another vendor buried in a bunch of trash, basically, and it was $1. I kid you not. So how cool was that? That's a U2. We'll stick that over here, maybe. All right. So that was two other vendors that I got. That was $5 and $1. All the rest of the stuff I got for $10 combined from this junk guy that the elder man and the daughter was at. So one of them. This is beautiful. I used to have this album, and I'm a Delaney and Bonnie fan. Somehow I don't have it anymore. And this is Motel Shot on vinyl, but this is a promotional copy, white label promo. This thing is like brand spanking new. Look at the condition on this thing. And it comes with a lyric sheet poster, which I'm going to show you. Isn't that nice? This is one of the original Unplugged albums, really. Before Unplugged even exists. This was recorded like in hotel rooms when they were on tour. And this is the white label promo. And this thing is spotless, man. It's like never played. All the vinyl that he had in these boxes were like just magnificent. What a collection he must have bought. This is the only vinyl I bought from him today. He said that the vinyl albums were going to be $4 a piece. And that's why I only took this one. But I bought so many CDs and this that he charged me, I think, $10 for this whole stack that you're about to see. So there is Delaney and Bonnie. We'll stick that over there. Now, what else did I get from this guy? Let me show you the CDs. Some really nice ones. Emmylou Harris and the Nash Ramblers at the Ryman. I picked this up because I'm on a Ryman kick. I saw a show there, and the Jason Isbell album that I got is at the Ryman. And I'm like, how could I not get Emmylou Harris live at the Ryman? So, got this one. All of these were supposed to be $1, but it was less because I bought this whole stock for $10. Pretty incredible, I think. Graham Parsons, Warm Evenings, Pale Mornings, Bottled Blues, 1963 to 1973. I'm a big Graham Parsons fan. I have, like, I was going to say everything, but I don't. I didn't have this. This is just a really nice compilation on an import label called Raven, and nice book and everything like that. This covers, you know, his career, the Shiloh's International Submarine Band, the Byrds, Flying Burrito Brothers, and his work with Emmylou Harris. So, really good collection, and let's stick that with Emmylou right there. There you go, David. We got a collapse. I tried to be clever here. Didn't work. Let's stick that up there. Emmylou and Graham Parsons. They go together. I don't know this album, but it got really good reviews, so I picked it up. Willie Nelson and the Offenders, Me and the Drummer. And I never saw this before. Can you see the CD has dice in it? I'm like, that's a really clever marketing thing. You can see that? I thought that was really cool. Well, apparently this has got great reviews, and I like Willie Nelson. I'm not a completist when it comes to him. I don't know any of the songs on this album, but nice pickup. Lucinda Williams, in that same kind of vein. This is the album, This Sweet Old World. And she was kind of like pulling a Taylor Swift, because this is the original Sweet Old World album that I love. And I've had it for decades, I guess. I love this album. But then what she wound up doing was she re-recorded it and made some changes. She changed some of the songs, added some songs. So it's not that album remastered. It's a redone album, kind of like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's the only one who seems to be able to have success doing this. But, you know, I know Steve Harold loves those redone Taylor Swift albums. Maybe he has this as well. I don't know. But this is really nice. And again, I paid really less than $1 for all of these individual ones. So really can't pass them up. Let me know if you know this one. I don't know this album. Chip Taylor, The London Sessions Bootleg Plus. It says Holy Shit plus 26 others. And this is a double CD. And I don't have a lot of Chip Taylor. I have Gasoline, the one with Angel in the Morning, on vinyl. But looking forward to checking this out. I just picked it up. Most of the albums there, I'm like, I'm never going to see these again. And for some reason, something pulled me to that. So I picked it up. This one, you're not going to be impressed with, but I have it on vinyl, and I don't know. I'll dump the vinyl. This is a 2 CD set of REO Speedwagon, A Decade of Rock and Roll, 1970 to 80. I actually like REO Speedwagon. This is before they made it really big. This is up to Tuna Fish, which was really going to be their breakthrough album. Actually, it has From Nine Lives on here as well. But good collection, nice booklet, and like I said, I have it on vinyl, and any chance I have a chance to get rid of vinyl and get a CD of it, I pretty much do that now. This album really not necessary because pretty much everything on there is on the Essential, but I don't know. Did I need to get this Steve Harold? Not at all, but I got it anyway, so what the hell. All right, REO Speedwagon, we can stick you over there. I got some DVDs, and then I'm going to show you the John Prine stuff. The DVDs I got, this is one of my favorite albums, and I have the CD, Leonard Cohen Live in London, and it's an amazing concert, and I thought it would be nice to have that on DVD. I've seen bits and pieces of this when it was on cable. This is Neil Young, Heart of Gold. This is a Jonathan Demme movie. But this is a really nice package. It's actually 2 DVDs, if I remember right. Yep, 2 DVDs. So it's got the movie plus a ton of bonus tracks. And I love that whole aspect of Neil Young, that kind of sound. So looking forward to hearing that. And this I have on bootleg, but I decided to spring for the official release. This is The Who Live in Texas, 1975. And I'll get rid of the bootleg and listen to the official version from The Who on DVD. Which leaves the John Prine stuff that they helped me pick out. So if you're a John Prine fan, let me know. The only one that I picked up out of these 5 that I knew of is Diamonds in the Rough. And that's this one. All of these are mint. And I guess I'll start with this one. But let me know what you think, if there's a better way to do this. Listen to him. This is one called In Spite of Ourselves. So I got this one. And I also got Live on Tour. And you can see it still has the thing. I mean, it's not sealed, but this stuff is like barely played. So I got this one as well. And then I got The Missing Years. Got a little schmutz on his face there. That's on the outer case, though. On Oh Boy Records. So let's stick you over there. And last but not least, one more John Prine album. I got Bruised Orange. So let me know if you're a big fan of John Prine. Did I get 5 really good ones? If not, there's always more that I can get, because I have a feeling this guy will be there next week. He's there every week. And assuming he doesn't sell all of what he had today, I'll go back for more. So here's what I got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 CDs, 1 vinyl album, 3 DVDs, and that bootleg. And for the whole, all of this combined, including the $5 Who's, cost me $20. So pretty good, successful day at the flea market. But best of all, that story I told you. So let me know what you think. I'll give you a break. I'm not going to do any videos for a couple of days. I don't want to overwhelm you, and I hope this doesn't become a burden. But I had to tell you that story before I forget it, because it just made me miss my son, Michael, who probably not going to be watching my videos, but I miss you doing this, going shopping with me, and hopefully you viewers out there could relate to a certain extent. The power of music could really bring us together, which is a wonderful thing. I hope you had a good weekend. It is Sunday night. Now it is 8:15. I'm going to, maybe I'll post this in the morning so I don't kill you guys tonight. Plus, everybody's probably watching football. Alrighty, I'm going to do that. Have a great rest of the weekend. If you're here in the United States, tomorrow's a holiday. I'm off, so I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. Oh, by the way, me and my wife just came back from the movies. Just before, we just got home like an hour ago. And I saw The Heretic with that British guy. What the hell's his name? There's basically, the movie's only 3 actors. Anyway, it's a new horror movie, and it is awesome. Phenomenal horror movie. Me and my wife pretty much see every horror movie. And this one is a great, great movie, The Heretic. So there's my recommendation. Anyway, enough of my yapping. Have a great night. I'll see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show.